How about you just give me what I want before I beat it out of you? If I'm nailing anything, I should be nailing meat sacks. With bullets! Come on! Get your mind out of the gutter! All I got in my pockets is dust bunnies, some lint. Is that fur? Damn temple monkeys. Don't these things carry over?
This is problem with capitalist system. Too much inequality.
Double points!
Oh, give sharp pain in chest. Is effect intended?
Don't make us allies. Ah, shit! I'm low on ammo! Let's show these gutter slugs the definition of a party. It's a social gathering of invited guests. So they're not fucking invited! Oh yeah, this is totally worth my time.
Time to spray and spray. Fun for everybody.
Bonus points! Lucky us! Rather than a pittance, we can now earn peanuts! Oh yes, and a little bit low on ammo. Fetch me their souls!
Perhaps the spirits wish to bless us with more ammo? Please?
Suppose I should say thanks. I should.
Terrible carpenters.
Oh, well, that's just fucking great.
Who left Fancy Reel just lying here?
Connection interrupted. Check, test mic, test. Sound check, test mic. Check, test mic, test. Sound check, test mic.
لا لا بس
كيف خلينا نسوي
والله
جليتش؟
كسوي اسوي هنا
والله
كل شيء
جلتين ترى ما تعرف اسويه والله والله جلتين في عين انت
That's like the opposite of cough medicine.
يلا غفر ولا لا تسوي لا تسوي لا تسوي
جرب اسوي جرب اسوي
هو اسمع سوي اللي تحت اللي ورا الباب
لا لا هذا احلى والله
لا لا تسوي لا لا
والله ضبط
ايش
There is a little bit of an apple.
كيف تم تضربني؟ سوي والله
قويت انا خلاص
والله يعني
والله.
بس رون 100 بالراحة اليوم
Mein Hand
لا لا والله بكرة عندي اختبار صعب معتمد عليك جيب 100 جيبها 100
You're welcome!
اكيد ما
جيبها.
عندي عليه.
Different shit,
لا.
same day. Strap in, folks.
115 حلقة اللي ما شفت الباب هذا في حلقة اللي لا تفتح. إذا فتحت
ليش
يخرب
ما؟
إذا فتحت البيبان كلها يخرب.
اصلا افتح دايس رايك.
I'm making a killing tonight!
You have painted my uniform. Do not worry, Doctor. I will help you accomplish your mission.
I know what this is.
Whatever it is, it can wait. I specifically requested that I not be disturbed under any circumstance. This meeting is of paramount importance, and I must ensure every detail is planned to perfection.
Reliable, unlike Suka Box.
I'm sorry. Did I not make myself crystal clear? This meeting will literally, and I mean literally, change the course of history. Perhaps you're familiar with the term mutually assured destruction. Well, this meeting aims to render that concept obsolete. So I ask you nicely, leave me be! Why are you so damned persistent? What on earth could possibly be more important than my work? Oh, I know what it is. If this is about the broken server, we are aware of the issue, and we will have it fixed by Tuesday. So if there's nothing else, please, leave me in peace. Good heavens, man! Have you no reason? Are you deaf? Can you not comprehend the importance of my work? This isn't just America's fight, it is the world's fight. Cornell, is that you? Damn it, Cornell, if you don't leave me alone, I will have you removed from Green Lake. I don't give a damn what the company has to say. Leave me alone.
Running ridiculously low on ammo. Literally. At least honorable walls. Not the same copy of dishonorable weapons. Spirit carpentry is merely futility. I really hope these reels are real reels. This effort is very worth the pitiful pennies we are paid. Perhaps the spirits wish to bless us with more ammo?
We got us a re-up.
You need new tricks, game. Takio always knows of me to turn on power switch.
Last bone you try to fetch. Max ammo. I like max ammo. No question.
Hello, zombies! Nearly ready for you to tear down.
You dare disrespect my wishes?
Hey, hey.
must choose my shots carefully. My weapon is nearly empty.
Big Dempsey's always looking for a fight.
I will not be swayed from my path.
Shouldn't, like, Takeo be doing this? Or is he too busy moping?
How are these putrid nightmares here? Did the Americans really continue experimentation? Pity. I have brought dishonor upon myself. The floor.
Goes down like gasoline. With a hard lemon lime twist.
I was doing just fine, Dempsey. No need your help.
Dempsey, did you see banana peels? It came out of nowhere.
Nerd.
Why like Nikolai?
Smart man, Dempsey. You're just saving yourself. Enraged today. They literally reek of desperation. If I run out of bullets, my outlook is bleak.
Maggot balls. Lucky I didn't take you out back first.
Back is worse than vice.
If you had done your job in the first place, it would not have been on show. Allies, you must help Takio.
Let me guess. Was Richtofen to blame for your situation?
You want my thanks? You have not yet earned it.
One day I won't have to perform such menial tasks.
You got yourself a shield.
True warrior does not use protection. He prefers his back bare.
Mother had shotgun like this. She used it to clean dishes. Too long service.
Mein hands were not designed for manual labor, but labor they must.
such an envoy of the Emperor?
I've only got a few rounds left. Nicht gut.
Easy power up.
Where's the other break machine for that?
I am Jake. Maldito!
We are now at Sector 5. Security lockdown lifted.
What? Richthofen does it to pass time? Why cannot Tokyo?
We are now at Sector 1. Security lockdown active.
We must locate the projector to play these reels.
Device changes teleporter? Teleport vodka here?
Listen up, meatbag. Freeze you and all your little maggots.
heads cracked like a little rotten melon. Unless an idiot dies, you will not be cured.
Willing and able. Always been ready.
Hello, zombies! Nearly ready for you to tear down.
Smells good, don't it? All that crispy freak sex.
Nothing tastes better than American cola.
I wonder how much body
You call Big Boom?
Mein hands were not designed for manipulating able things.
There's no time to run raw on ammo.
What's up, Nick? Oh, DC-5 is ready.
Misery. Thy name is Takio. Explode! Into the next realm!
He's glitched, man. I know what you did. Searching the soul.
Not get a little grease on the rice? Wreck it out? Recovery losers! Go over and break undead!
Down, boy! Or girl. I didn't really get a good look.
so much attention. It's fragrance that Nikolai used Petroleum spruce cologne.
I thought that rotten session.
Weapon prestige, pareho.
You make sure in your game you have the Welling starting pistol equipped, and you do not trade it out for any other gun during your game. You're going to need it later in this guide. I recommend the first thing you do in your game is come into this room here and hold square on this door in the corner of the room. You'll get until the quote make your life a little bit more easy. Next up, come downstairs and grab the key from this little key box inside the war room. We're going to use that key to unlock a locked table upstairs back in the room that we were just in, fighting off all those Nova crawlers. You just come over to the table, hold square, it will unlock, and inside you see a picture of a map, specifically Dariz, with some numbers written on it. Write down those numbers and write down the map that they correspond to. Next, come downstairs to the labs and turn on the power. Once you've done that, you're going to want to come around the corner here and you'll see a rebuildable barrier kind of window type area with a teleporter pad in the back. There are some Nova gas canisters back there, it's looking pretty suspicious, and you need to throw grenades into the back of the room. Now, you can do this with acid grenades or regular grenades, but try and throw them behind this metal kind of stack of things, and once you get it in the right spot, and it's a little difficult to get the right trajectory, but keep trying and you'll manage, you'll unlock another set of numbers just to your right-hand side. This is a picture of Shangri-La, and you'll have another 4 numbers ready to be written down along with their corresponding map. Next, you're going to need to go back to the war room and go to DEFCON 5, but you're going to need to do this in a specific order. It starts off with the DEFCON switch, which is on the catwalk and is furthest away from the stairs. Then run all the way down the stairs and go into the server room and activate that DEFCON switch. Then go all the way back up those stairs and activate the other DEFCON switch, which is on the catwalk in the war room. Finally, go down the stairs again and activate the switch just next to the elevator, which goes down to the labs. Then enter the President's room via the portal. In here, you should see a TV turned on that previously was not turned on when you were entering the panic room normally without doing a specific order of the DEFCON switches. Hold square on it, it will retract into the wall, and underneath, there is another image of a map. It's Kino der Toten.
Out of it at the end. If you do the Project Scadi Easter egg inside of Classified, the Easter egg that in order there is digit code covered in blood on in the war room lower level. It's just going to be right here. You just very simple. But from that point onwards, we can begin with these steps for this quest, and you can do these in any particular order. There is no necessary sequence that you have to start these in, but we're going to start with the one which you can do pretty.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is NoahJ456. Should we do the knock knock Easter egg to get some... I think I'm one of the highest levels I've actually seen. I'm sure I'm not the first to prestige or anything like that, but I know I am one of the farthest along out of Easter egg, yeah. I switched my starting pistol back to the Welling because there is a part that requires you to have a what's it called? That requires you to have a pistol or a pack-a-punch explosive gun. So that's why I switched back to the Welling. Otherwise, I would be using the Strife as well. The Strife is just next level for real. Now, I'm at, actually, how close am I to level 53, dude? Do you guys want to see a video of what actually happens when you prestige for the first time? That would be sick, actually. Y'all want to do it? Y'all want to do a video of what happens to you prestige for the first time? I mean, I think I'm one of the highest levels.
So we can start opening up the rest of the map. So we're gonna the power and the pack-a-punch. So useful and has made you a better zombies player. And if you enjoy the video in any way, shape or form, leaving a like rating would be much appreciated. It only takes a second of your time, and that second is far shorter than the amount of time it took to create this video, which is a pretty long one at that. So I really appreciate the support, guys. Let me know if it helped, and if you're new around here, I upload tons of zombie content like this, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell if you enjoy. But let's jump straight into Classified. Alrighty, so this is the spawn room of Classified right here. We've got a fair amount of space to walk with, but not too much to work with here. And this is a solo guide, but by all means you can do exactly what I'm showing you here and adapt that for a co-op strat, probably be even easier. Now to start off on solo, we get 6 zombies that spawn in on round 1. We're going to take out 5 of these zombies, leaving 1 of them left, because we're going to be doing a little trick where you can get an insane amount of points to get yourself everything open on round 1, pretty much, so we can get the power and the pack-a-punch. So count up how many times you're killing these zombies. So we've got the first kill there, go for our second right there. Where's this third one? Third, fourth, and then we're just listening out for these. All right, we've got a 5th one right here. So we're going to leave that last zombie. I'm going to go ahead and rebuild a barrier. Not necessary, but you know, we're trying to optimize for points here. And in my blood guide, there was a lot of comments on how I could optimize points better. That's not essentially the whole purpose of these guides, but by all means, if you want to play that way, then you can. So we're going to open this debris, and then finally open this debris right here. Now, in order for us to get a ton of points in round 1, as you can see, we only got 300. We're actually going to be doing a little Easter egg, which involves you going up to this door in the main offices and just holding your interact button, be it square on PS4, just holding it in to get a ton of points in round 1. As you can see, we're going to finally open this debris. That's not essentially the whole purpose of these guides, but by all means, if you want to play that way, then you can. So we're going to open this debris, and then finally open this debris. And then we're just listening out for these. All right, we've got a 5th one right here. So we're going to leave that last zombie. I'm going to go ahead and rebuild a barrier. Not necessary, but you know, we're trying to optimize for points here. And in my blood guide, there's a lot of comments on how I could optimize points better. That's not essentially the whole purpose of these guides, but by all means, if you want to play that way, then you can. So we're going to open this debris, and then finally open this debris right here. Now, in order for us to get a ton of points in round 1, as you can see, we've only got 300. We're actually going to be doing a little Easter egg, which involves you going up to this door.
This is government facility. Did America forget to pay electric bill? Typical capitalist walls. Bring hammer but forget sickle. This is how Russians say goodbye. What is Gizmo for? Look important to Nikolai. Here on purpose, or was accident? Why hell pig still chasing us and... Hey, where's my vodka?
It doesn't work.
That is close enough! More than even!
Double points!
Double? But I am already C-double. Eh.
It doesn't trigger. Why?
In the main offices and just holding your interact button, be it square on PS4, X on Xbox, or F on PC, and you're going to hear a voice coming through from the door, which is one of the characters we played as.
Doesn't work.
Crack the tibia!
What?
In the original 5 map, which this map is a remake of from Black Ops 1 back in 2010, but essentially we're going to be knocking this door, constantly getting quotes from him until we hear a weird female girl who will scream, "He said leave him alone." That's Samantha Maxis, who's a very important character in the zombie storyline. She's the person that's controlling the zombies in this universe anyway. So this is quite a long-winded process. We're going to be knocking the door about 5 times in total. He does talk and say a lot of quotes, so I'm going to just skip ahead until we get to the quote that you're going to be listening for. Okay, so we should be getting our final quote now, which should sound a little bit like this. Yep. So once that's initiated, the controller of the map, Samantha, is actually going to send in a ton of Nova 6 crawlers, which are going to just spawn in for a really, really long time. Of course, we're on round 1, so these are going to be very easy to kill. They're just one-knife kills. But there's going to be a lot of them, but this is what's going to give us all of the points. And as you can see, we're on round 1, so of course, it's going to be one-knife kills. And these can also give us drops, so not only are they going to be giving us a lot of points, but they're also just going to be giving us a ton of drops. When I say there is a lot, I mean there is a lot. Like when you think, oh, we're definitely not grabbing that. No, 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 no. Don't pick up the nukes by any means. But yeah, when I say there's a lot, I really mean there is just so many Nova 6 crawlers that are going to spawn in. Just so many. They can sort of trap you in these door areas, so just be careful of that. And be careful not to end the round either, because we definitely don't want that. Oh boy. It's just the biggest cluster of crawlers. Like, see there? We could have easily have just gone down there, just on getting trapped. It's definitely not what we want. But yeah, we should get around about 5,000 points from this. If you get a double points drop from one of these, ooh, could this be it? Okay, zombie blood, I'll definitely take that with zombie points. Take that, so we've got some more points coming in now. But like I told you, it just never ends. I mean, it does eventually, but it feels like it never ends. There's just so many crawlers all the time. You'll know when this is over, because there just won't be any more spawning. Be careful there. Okay. I think that could be the last one. We're going to wait for the zombie to crawl out, because we don't want to accidentally kill that. But yeah, like I mentioned, we've got around 5,000. This little pipe thing here, so there can be computer monitors and stuff like that. So we're the second, and we are good to go. So what we're going to be working on now, 3, and then by the elevator, 1,000 points, just over.
No power,
no, still more.
but this is government facility in America.
All right, there we go. That should be the last one. So we're going to wait for the zombie to crawl out, because we don't want to accidentally kill that. But yeah, like I mentioned, we've got around 5,000 points, just over 5. Oh no, still more. All right, there we go. That should be all the crawlers. I can't hear them anymore, so we can start opening up the rest of the map. So we're going to open here, which will take us to the elevator, which is going to be a nice means of travel, but it's not going to be one we're going to use a lot in this map, because once we have the power on, it's going to be a lot more useful for us to get around. So we're down here, we're going to open this for 750, and then we're going to have to go over and also buy this debris, and then buy the elevator again for 500. Okay. This map, because once you have the power on, it's going to be a lot more nice means of travel, but it's not going to be. There we go. That should be all the crawlers. I can't hear them anymore, so we can start opening up the rest of the map. So we're going to open here, which will take us to the elevator, which is going to be a nice means of travel, but it's not going to be one we're going to use a lot in this map, because once you have the power on, it's going to be a lot more useful for us to get around. So we're down here, we're going to open this for 750, and then we're going to have to go over and also buy.
Forget to pay electric bill. Why is so expensive? Nikolai only want not to die. True Cossack understand importance of manual labor. This is how Russians say goodbye.
Whatever it is, it can wait. I specifically requested that I not be disturbed under any circumstances. This meeting is of paramount importance, and I must ensure every detail is planned to perfection. I'm sorry. Did I not make myself crystal clear? This meeting will literally, and I mean literally, change the course of history. Perhaps you're familiar with the term mutually assured destruction. Well, this meeting aims to render that concept obsolete. So I ask you nicely, leave me be! Why are you so damned persistent? What on earth could possibly be more important than my work? No, I know what it is. If this is about the broken server, we are aware of the issue, and we will have it fixed by Tuesday. So if there's nothing else, please, leave me in peace. Good heavens, man! Have you no reason? Are you deaf? Can you not comprehend the importance of my work? This isn't just America's fight, it is the world's fight. Wait a minute. Purnell, is that you? Damn it, Purnell, if you don't leave me alone, I will have you removed from Groom Lake. I don't give a damn about what the company has to say about it. You know better than to bother me at this hour.
He said, leave him alone!
You think you killed Nickel? Shit, you smell terrible. Not smelly farting zombies again. DG5 is ready. I'll dig in for shocking surprise.
Double points!
Making double. If only 7 fights could see me now. Something good.
Insta-kill.
Entire government facilities rely on single power switch? Seems like poor planning. It's very American.
This debris and then buy the elevator again for 500 points. That's going to take us all the way down. Don't worry, I'll be giving you guys a full map. Walk through as we go. We're just going to get the power turned on first and foremost. So let's go ahead and bam, turn on the power, and we are good to go. So what we're going to be working on now is, now that we've got power on, you can see we can use these teleporters, and they're going to be different symbols which correlate to different areas of the map. That's going to take us to level, the second level that we were just on before. That's going to take us back to the spawn room, because that's a chair, symbolizes all the chairs around there. And that's again just showing you the second level, because there's all sorts of servers and computer monitors and stuff like that. So we're going to be needing to build the actual Pack-a-Punch area. So that's going to require 3 parts, and these can be get in any order, but we're going to start with the first, which we're going to have to buy this, the morgue, and our part is going to be this little pipe thing here. So it can be one spawn there, there could be another spawn right here, and then the third spawn can be on that chair. Parts, and these can be get in any order, but we're going to start with the first, which we're going to have to...
American scientists make...
By this, the morgue, and our part is going to be this little pipe thing here. So there can be one spawn there, there could be another spawn right here, and then the third spawn can be on that chair. Alrighty, but now we've got this open, we don't need to use the elevator anymore. We can go ahead and head back up to the first floor again. And if you're hanging around on a round for too long, you do get dogs spawning in, which is quite odd. You get maybe about 2 to 4 dogs. I don't really get it. I think it's just Trout just saying, hey, just stop, spin the round. All right. So the second one we're going to be getting for is this really big circular part. One spawn can be right there, which it is for us, which is awesome. Another spawn can be lying on this shelf there, or the third spawn can be right down there in this corner. So just pick up that part, and as you can see, we've got 2 parts right here. Hello, doggies. Nice for you to join us. Or the third spawn can be right down there in this corner. So just pick up that part, and as you can see, we've got 2 parts right here. Quite odd. Get maybe...
Okay. Now I know.
Many dangerous things. I keep in pocket for safety. What is Gizmo for?
About 2 to 4 dogs. I don't really get it. I think it's just Trout just saying, hey, just stop, spin the round. All right. So the second one we're going to be getting for is this really big circular part. One spawn can be right there, which it is for us, which is awesome. Another spawn can be lying on this shelf there, or the third spawn can be right down there in this corner. So just pick up that part, and as you can see, we've got 2 parts right here. Hello, doggies. Nice for you to join us. I don't really understand why we've got so many dogs. I think it really is just like, hey, stop camping, please. So we're going to use this to head back down to the second floor. And we're now going to activate the 5 DEFCONs, which is going to give us access to the Pack-a-Punch, which is going to be awesome. So these DEFCONs are going to be switches around the map in this war room only. So we see that we'll adjust the DEFCON level to DEFCON 2. And each time you press one of these buttons in any order, it's going to add the DEFCON level up a little bit. So the idea is we want to get to DEFCON 5. So we're going to leave.
Okay.
Look important to Nikolai. Maybe Richtofen wants this. Scientists are messy people. They leave their waste everywhere.
Leave that one last because obviously if we hit that we just got right here. Now just to save time and money, we're going to leave there, so that's going to shut, and we should, once the defcons have gone, so every time you leave that area, the defcons is going to go down and down and down, then eventually it'll go to defcon 1 and the defcons will be deactivated. So we're going to head straight back up to the top of the stairs, as we're going to go to a buildable bench, which is going to be pretty cheap to open. There's 2 buildable benches on the map, one upstairs and one down. We're just going to choose this one because it's the cheaper debris to open. So for 500, right in the spawn room, we can go ahead and build our teleporter signal amplifier, which will build us a teleporter pad that will allow us to
This looks useless. But then, Richtofen thinks rocks and rods have value, so what Nikolai know? Device changes teleporter? Could it teleport vodka?
teleport back down, we'll put into one of the teleporters to take us straight to the Pack-a-Punch area, which is sweet. So we'll take that. Don't know if we got that at the wrong time because it changed. Yes, it did. So when you got an icon like that, that we saw, almost looks like a beaker, that means, oh, we just done it again. That means it will take you to a perk machine. And one of the perk machines is going to be downstairs. So we use Pack-a-Punch on round 1, which is going to be pretty insane. But before we go ahead and do that, consecutive round, sorry, one of these barricades will lift up and you'll have more playable space on the map. Because it's going to be useful for the Project Scaddy Easter egg. So if you're looking for loadouts, I mean, if you want to do the Project Scaddy Easter egg and you don't want to get an explosive weapon out of the box, this will probably be your best bet. The Welling starting pistol upgraded is explosive, and you're going to need a normal set of grenades, so not the ray fire. Anything else, like the normal grenades or the acid grenades like I've got right here. So I'm going to go ahead and end the round. What's this going to give me? Ooh, insta-kill. That's going to be good. If we can end the round 2 here with the whole insta-kill used, I'll be one happy guy. And we could also test if anywhere but here will actually take us out of here. I doubt it. I really, really doubt it. But we'll wait for the zombies to spawn in. Get this to the last moment. And yeah, we do get Nova 6 crawlers spawning in as standard now that we turn the power on. That's another downside to this map. Okay, in the nick of time we grab that, which is sweet. Okay, so we're going to end this round. If it gets a bit too hectic, I'll just start shooting. But yeah, there we go. Boom. Very quick and easy. If you shoot any of the Nova Crawlers, they will explode with gas, which can hinder your vision a little bit. As you can see, even it's a tiny bit, it did blur my vision a tiny bit. But if you just knife them like we did on round 1, if you have the Bowie knife or just something, a melee that can kill them quick enough, then you can kill them and they will not explode. So that's just another nice helpful tip. Yeah, the only thing that sucks is when it gets to this sort of round, it does make it a little bit tricky to kill all the zombies in one. I do also have my specialist weapon. I could start using that, but that should end the round. And then after this next round, this debris should open, and we're gonna get a nice little treat, which will help us.
Yeah. Or was accident? Why hell pig still chasing us and... Hey, where's my vodka? Go out with you, bourgeois zombie! Extra pay! Fucking capitalist pigs! Wait, no, this is good thing! At least wall reliable, unlike Superbox. This better work, or Nikolai will be angry. At Richthofen. Why would Richthofen want us to come here? It is very boring. Where is Richthofen? Crazy German is always scheming. Saw him earlier, laughing to himself while playing with his golden rod. It's not what it sounds like. I like Nikolai. His attraction connection to progressive socialist ideology is understandable, very appealing. I like horrible gas bag zombie. Next to them, I smell beautiful. You got close enough for me to know that you smell like wet bear ass. Wait a minute, I shot off wrong arm. Okay, nap time. A true Cossack does not need help to get back on feet. Red Menace does not know meaning of word surrender. No, really doesn't speak easy. Like food dish, maybe pudding. Not so bad. You... Excuse me. Oh, make stop.
Fetch me their souls!
You may take my soul, but you will not take my vodka!
Max ammo!
You dare challenge a Cossack?
Us out very much when it comes to the Project Scaddy Easter egg, where we're going to need an explosive weapon. If you don't know, Project Scaddy is like what's deemed as the quote-unquote main Easter egg of sorts in this map, where you can get yourself a free Winter's Howl. Now, you don't need to do this at all in your games. It's definitely not necessary. but it is something fun to do. And if someone in your game wants the Winter Tower and can't get it out of the box for some reason, then Project Scatty is a thing to do. But I do have a separate guide to Project Scatty on my channel if for whatever reason you guys aren't aware of it at this point. For the map, here we are. Definitely not, because the explosive damage will kill you. But I'm definitely going to go ahead and buy just a normal gun off the wall, but we're going to go ahead and use that. Go straight back into the map. Here we are. And I might actually hit the mystery box once to see what we can get. Whatever we get, we'll rock and roll with it. Try and get them more further out of reach defcons. I don't have to skip through. And it's like, oh, he picked up a part here, and then he picked up a part there. So we're going to wait for a chair symbol to appear. It should be any second now. I don't have to skip through. And it's like, and we're going to go ahead and build the shield. I'm going to try and do this all as concise as possible in like one foul swoop, so you guys don't have to skip through. And it's like, oh, he picked up a part here, and then he picked up a part there. So we're going to wait for a chair symbol to appear. It should be any second now. Come on. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and get our first shield part, which is going to be in the buildables bench that we built our teleporter pad on. So we can open this, and our part could either be there, which it is, which is sweet. Second part location can be nailed against those, or it can be right there. So that's our first part. Our second shield part is actually going to be, come on, this is going to be a perk, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. Is it going to change? No, we got it. All right, so the second shield part we're going to get, it's going to be down here, and it can spawn, bam, right there by the main teleporter, which is sweet. Another location can be right here. And if it's not there, then the last location for this shield is going to be right there, just kneeling against that. Now we've got that, we can go ahead and get the third and final part, which is going to be down in the sort of power area. So whenever you see the perk icon, the beaker, that's going to take us to the lower levels of the laboratories. I'm going to go ahead and get this last shield part. So, just so you guys don't get confused, I'm going to start from the power switch. There can be one part just kneeling against there. It's not there, so we can move on. The next part can be kneeling against here, which it is. But if it is not there, then that's fine. You can just run over through the morgue, out to the North Labs, and it can be kneeling against this one here or there. Be on one of those two. Very, very simple. But now we've got that done, we
Pigs will fear Nikolai's zombie sizzler. Welcome to Nikolai Dance Party. Hope you like electric music. Fucking sucker! You got slime on Nikolai's clothes. Okay, nap time over. Was more like power nap.
Hey, hey, hey. Ah.
We can go ahead and build ourselves the shield, which is going to be a very valuable thing to do. So I'm going to open up this door here into the weapon testing, and here is our second buildable bench where we can craft the riot shield. So there we go. Got a shield. Easy. Easy as that, my friends. So now we can start working on Project Scatty. which is to get yourself the free Winter's Howl. Now, in order for this, we're going to need a pack-a-punch weapon. I'm going to need our grenades, which we do have. And besides that, I think we're good to go. We could probably do it in this round. So we're going to start with the server room, which is going to be the first one. And there's no necessary order in which you have to get these. You can get these in any order you want. We're going to start with the war room right here, where if we go opposite this perk machine, there is a key we can pick up. Right, now we've gotten that key, we want to go back to the spawn room. So in order to do that, for this, we're going to need a pack-a-punch weapon. I'm going to need our grenades, which we do have. And besides that, I think we're good to go. We could probably do it in this round. So we're going to start with the server room, which is going to be the first one. And there's no necessary order in which you have to get these. You can get these in any order you want. We're going to start with the war room right here, where if we go opposite this perk machine, there is a key we can pick up. Right, now we've gotten that key, we want to go back to the spawn room. So in order to do that, laboratories, and right where we picked up our shield part, it's going to be this window here. We just want to chuck a series of grenades outside Pack-a-Punch, and it will get the code to reveal itself. So we've got this symbol, that means it's going to be the panic room. So that's awesome. We take that, and we're going to be in this room. It stays the same. Now I'm actually going to try and get to the end. That's 5 on our first one that I just heard, so that means we've got it right. Let's just do this. And try not to shoot, if you do have these, don't shoot them too close to the machine, because it will actually count as like lots of shots, which you don't. Just 3-3-1. Should get to the end of this dog round. Con 5 and go to the Pack-a-Punch area, and we'll have a look. Enter that, and now that should show our 4th map, and we hear these, and then you should have this on the screen any moment. There we go. Project Scatty Retreat, and then you should have this on the screen any moment. There we go. Them, it genuinely gives you a good chance of getting that first time. Remember, that was always a bit of a pain for me. Even war room right here, where if we go opposite this perk machine, there is a key we can pick up. Right, now we've gotten that key, we want to go back to the spawn room. So in order to do that, that teleport is now red, which means we can't use it straight away. But there we go, there's what we want. Boom, back upstairs to the spawn room. And with this key, you simply want to run, oh, wrong way. You want to run into this room right here, deserted hallway, main offices. Press your interact button, and we'll have a drawer open, and we have a picture of Doris with a code. Mine is 2048, and you're going to want to write these down. It just basically makes your life a lot easier. You don't have to keep running around the map, trying to show all these. So that's pretty sick. Okay, the next one we're going to want to do, and again, these can be done in any order, is we are going to go back down to the labs, the actual south laboratories, and even walk through stuff today. There we go.
Expanding.
I want to go down to the South Laboratories, and right where we picked up our shield parts is going to be this window here. I just want to chuck a series of grenades outside in this window, and as you can see, it spawned an image on the side here. I can never get the exact right angle of them, so by just spamming them, it genuinely gives you a good chance of getting that first time. Remember, that was always a bit of a pain for me. But that code is 3356. So it's a little hard for me to see that one. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. I'm just going to write lab specific order right here. So I'm just leaving these zombies away because I don't want to accidentally kill them from this. But the order is pretty simple. So we're going to be shooting this one, this one. Oh boy. So for some reason, my explosive blast from earlier actually got that to work a bit too early. A little bit too early. So I'm going to get rid of some of these zombies for you and explain exactly what the order is that you need to shoot them in for us to get that to work. So the order is you shoot that one, then that one, then that one, and then that one. But it has to be with an explosive weapon that's Pack-a-Punch, and it will get the code to reveal itself. So for us, that is 528. Override that and just re-put it in again, because that's if you're just playing it as you are normally. But this is a specific order we need to put the defcons in order for this to work, which is fine. Doesn't really matter that we got them wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and get the defcon 5 lifted by just letting time run out, and yeah, we'll be back in a moment so we can input this defcon sequence. Okay, so for this to work, we're going to need to activate the defcons in a specific order. Now, funnily enough, just playing it as back to the labs, that's fine. We can just run straight back through into another one. I'm going to be going into the server room. Now, I did already do the defcons, like I told you guys, to set them up so that you can just quickly get to Pack-a-Punch when you want. That's actually incorrect for what we need for this step. So I'm actually going to have to override that and just re-put it in again, because that's if you're just playing it as you are normally. But this is a specific order we need to put the defcons in order for this to work, which is fine. Doesn't really matter that we got them wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and get the defcon 5 lifted by just letting time run out. And yeah, we'll be back in a moment so we can input this defcon sequence. Okay, so for this to work, we're going to need to activate the defcons in a specific order. Now, funnily enough, I actually gave you the right order earlier in the video, but I didn't know I was actually doing it. I completely forgot that was the correct order. So the first one we want to be hitting for this sequence to work is this defcon we're here, which is furthest from the stairs. So we're going to go ahead and grab this one right here. That's the first one we're going to want to hit just to work, which is fine. Doesn't really matter that we got them wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and hitting for this sequence to work is this defcon we're here, which is furthest from the stairs. So we're going to go ahead and grab this one right here. That's the first one we're going to want to hit just to get on defcon 2. Now going to want to run into the server room, and that's going to be our second defcon we're going to be hitting for this order to work. So run right in here. There we go, we've got that one. Next one I'm going to be going for is the upper level nearest to the stairs, so this one right here. And then finally the last one, we're going to be going right of the elevator. Now we're going to be going in the panic room for this one, not the Pack-a-Punch area. So don't take this teleporter, simply run into the server room or anywhere else on the map that has a teleporter. And if you've got this symbol, that means it's going to be the panic room. So that's awesome. We take that. And we're going to be in this room again, but as you can see, this TV has static on it that didn't before. So if we hold the interact button, Gonna hear a noise, and we've got one more code. Now this here for me is 3331. So that's gonna be our last and final code. So now we've got all of our codes. We're gonna be putting them into this computer right here in a specific order by shooting the sequences one at a time. So to the stairs, so this one right here, or the gun that I have, or even the K. For this, preferably a gun like the MX9 on the wall, or the gun that I have, or by zombies, but I mean it's a pretty low round, so it should putting them into this computer right here in a specific order by shooting the sequences one at a time. So this is all going to be different in your game, but the sequences of the codes we're putting in always stays the same. Now I'm actually going to try and get to the end of the round before I do this, just because I don't want to get mowed down by zombies, but I mean, it's a pretty low round, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But you're going to need to have a gun that shoots bullets for this. Preferably a gun like the MX9 on the wall, or the gun that I have, or even the KN off the wall right there. You're going to need a bullet weapon in order to shoot these, but the order we're going to be shooting each code is going to be the one we got from the paintings from the presidents. That's going to be the first code we put in. Then the second one is going to be the main officer's drawer, which we opened to start things off. Then it's going to be the one we got down in the laboratories by throwing the grenades in the barrier. And then last but not least, it's going to be the panic room. That's going to be the order of the code. So we'll go over that again as we're putting them in for you, so do not worry. I'm going to try and make sure I don't actually use up the drawer, which is 2048 for me. It count as like lots. We should get to the end of this dog round very, very soon. That's how soon. So yeah, so waiting for us. Trying to get all these DEFCON switches on. It shouldn't be Con 5 and go to the Project Scatty Retrieve. So from this moment onwards, we just want to go to DEFCON 5 and go to the Pack-a-Punch area. And we'll have a little surprise waiting for us, which is going to be sweet. Let's just hope I don't go down in the process of trying to get all these DEFCON switches on. It shouldn't be too much of a challenge at all. So get our fourth one there. You don't have to do this in any order now. No need for any DEFCON orders. Just simply getting them all on is going to be our mission right here. Once we've got this one on, we can now teleport to Pack-a-Punch. And we should have a little present waiting for us. Since we have this area lifted, even better that we can go and retrieve it. If it's not, you might need to go through rounds beforehand, but you can see we've got this lovely little crate we can open. And inside there, we've got the Winter's Howl. So that's how you get the Project Scatty Easter egg done. And I don't think I've actually completed this before in a normal game, so I should get the trophy to pop as well, which is pretty exciting stuff. And we can go ahead and Pack-a-Punch this, which comes to Winter's Fury, which is amazing, may I add. Alright, there we go. So what we can do is open. I'll just grab the full pack. There we go. Boom. And there's our bonfire cell drop. Just so you guys can see what it looks like. It looks like a Pack-a-Punch icon. And I can Pack-a-Punch this. Instead of 2,500, it's only 500. And instead of it being... The 3 perks I've got on at the moment are definitely what I recommend. And once you've got this thing upgraded, you don't need anything else. This gun absolutely just kills, decimates anything in its path, which is amazing. I'll pick up quick revive because if you don't know, even on solo, it lets your health regenerate way faster than normal, so I definitely recommend that. But go ahead and give you a tour of the map. We're going to start with the South Lab. So we've got the elevator right here. Come out the elevator and we've got weapon testing, which has the Bowie knife, the build table, which you saw, as well as the Kushka. Run around outside here and along. We've got our perk machine here for the soda machine. We've got the power, of course, the teleporter pad, the auger DMR on the wall. And basically what this allows us to do is to use turn one of the metal detectors in the spawn room into an electrical trap. The vapor I can buy ammo for. We also have a trap piece, which I'm also going to show you about, so I'm going to pick that up. And if you look on your invent and the top stuff, we're going to go ahead and see if we can teleport to the second floor. Give you guys a walkthrough on that real quick. Come on teleporter, there we go. Once you master this, traveling around the map is going to be a breeze. This is the server room, which contains one of our DEFCONs, contains the vapor I can buy ammo for. We also have a trap piece, which I'm also going to show you about, so I'm going to pick that up. And if you look on your invent and the top right, we can see our trap piece right there. There can be another trap piece which will spawn about here. And basically what this allows us to do is to use turn one of the metal detectors in the spawn room into an electrical trap, which we can turn on and run zombies through, which is sweet. We've got our cola machine here, which is Dying Wish for me. So we got a wall bar, which I mistakenly called the K, and that's the ICR on the wall right there. Gonna open this debris as well, just so we've got full map space. We have the Trebetched, which is the trench gun. Really love that thing upgraded. And then if we make our way up here, we've got another debris up there. Got mystery box location, obviously it's there for me. We've got the MX9 for 1250. We run along and around the sides. We've got DEFCONs, which we're going to start doing just so we can get the Pack-a-Punch again. We've got the Spitfire on the wall right there for 1400. And we've got another DEFCON switch. And then if we take the elevator, because we like elevators are fun, take us back up to the spawn again. We can show you guys the last areas of the map walkthrough. So running around here, we get our trap piece and we can just insert it into there. There's two around the map. I don't think it's really necessary to show you both because, to be honest, they're not very useful. You're going to be killing people with the Winter's Howl in Area 51, let's be honest. But we've got a MOG 12 on the wall, which is insane. I love the MOG. We have the Sorg 9mm on the wall. We have our Brew perk with the S-Cargo. We have a box location, which I showed you at the start of the map when we spawned in. That can be a very good spot. We also have the RK7 Garrison on the wall here. Running through, we got the Strife, which I love packed. And that's going to pretty much finish up the map walkthrough, aside from the Essex Model 07 on the wall. Don't really like it too much, if I'm honest. Don't really recommend it. But from now, I think it's just going to be a case of camping in Groom Lake, trying to get other areas of the map open. And I'll show you guys what they look like as and when we get them. So, I'll catch you in a few rounds. Time. Okay, so I've gone past the 3 rounds and this area is now open for us. We get another bonfire sale and a map. We also have the RK7. You do get that bonfire sale and the max ammo, which is sweet. So yeah, now that I've got my gun fully to the max, I can repap it for 300 points during this right now, which is sweet. So if we want to open another area, we're going to have to, well, another section of the Pack-a-Punch, we need to leave and then put on all the DEFCONs again in order for us to be able to do so, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Now, again, this is not necessary, you don't have to do this in your game at all, but if you just want the fullest amount of playable space on the on that Pack-a-Punch area, which is the best place to play, in my opinion, in terms of training up zombies, in terms of space, it's definitely one of the best. So I'm going to be going for it, just to show you guys what it looks like, fully open. Ooh, got an insta-kill there, but we're going to leave it. So I'm going to go ahead, play another 3 rounds, and essentially I'm doing this just so you can see what this place looks like when it's fully open, and how long or how many rounds essentially it will take you from when I started for you to get everything open. I believe if you're doing this on solo and you get here on round 1 and then leave every 3 rounds, it will take you to about round 29 in order to get all these areas open. So I'm just doing my calculations here. We had 1, so that's 3, another one there, that's 6 rounds, 9, so that's 9 rounds. So yeah, this will probably lift up in 3 rounds times, that's 12, 15.